The nation has suffered a disaster over the last few hours. A tornado estimated to be a mile wide has obliterated part of the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. This is the city of Moore, population 55,000 southeast of Oklahoma City. The tornado hit there about 3 o'clock Central Time. The Weather Service tells us the winds were more than 200 miles an hour. 2 schools were hit, along with a hospital and a movie theater. The tornado was on the ground about an hour. There is a swath of destroyed homes about 5 blocks wide and many, many blocks long. We have seen injuries in the pictures, but so far, no count of casualties. CBS News correspondent Anna Werner is on the scene in Moore. Anna?
Scott, getting to Moore is probably almost impossible right now. The area is paralyzed. We had to wind our way in to get to this spot. We were crossing power lines. People are trying to get around down power lines, not knowing if they're hot or not. I-35 was shut down by the police. There are massive traffic jams. There is debris everywhere, and you don't know what you're getting near, whether you're driving or walking. People are walking around here everywhere, and no one seems to know at this moment what to do.
This has turned into a massive tornado.
The tornado ripped through neighborhoods in Moore, Oklahoma, splintering homes and trapping residents. Carl Torp from our Oklahoma City affiliate KWTV arrived on the scene moments after the tornado hit.
We have destruction everywhere. Countless number of homes are done. They're gone. You have this fire out here in the distance that started the last 10 minutes, and then we have a woman over here who's kind of pinned in. Apparently, she's been injured.
Command posts were set up and emergency crews dispatched into what looked like a burning war zone.
Me and my mom were getting ready to leave, and our next door neighbor told us there's no way that we could survive it, so he told us to come to his house, and we went into his house, into the bathroom, and that's when it just hit. We could just hear everything.
I am standing in the middle of what used to be a neighborhood of single-family homes, brick single-family homes here in Moore, Oklahoma. We're smelling gas as we're walking through here. You hear this constant sound of sirens. The tornado just came through here. People describe this tornado as a mile wide, some observers did. Came through here and knocked down an entire neighborhood. It picked up cars. There are cars littered all along here. The tornado literally just picked them up and threw them into the grass. You can't see what used to be a home, and walking through here is treacherous. There are nails everywhere. Meanwhile, all around us are residents trying to look for people, for pets, trying to see. Some of them look as if they're in shock. They're walking around with looks of shock on their faces.
People crawling out from everywhere and anywhere. It's basically just a war zone. There were a couple individuals with lacerations and contusions on their back and the head. We had an individual with a spinal injury.
Sirens are going off here constantly. Police are obviously trying to respond in the best way they know how. There are officers and police. We've seen other workers coming out. We've also seen a lot of people just trying to help other people. Off to my right here, there's a couple of people doing the only thing they can do, which is sit in their chairs on their front lawn. Behind me, there are people strolling up and down the streets. There's really, no place to go here, and it's very hard getting in and out. You can see the destruction, though. This is the mess that's going to have to be cleaned up. There's cars just tossed in these piles, and again, we smell gas here. So that's a big worry here. Scott?
Anna, we've seen pictures over the last hour or so of people tearing at debris with their bare hands, using tow trucks to try to pull broken houses off of people. What more do you know about the rescue effort that's ongoing?
Scott, you're in a sense, you're sort of isolated in here. It's very difficult. We got in here just a short while ago after, working our way through various roadblocks and other things, just traffic jams. I can see off to my left There's a man, I don't know if he's from the authorities or he's just a volunteer, with a backhoe just trying to get a street clear so people can get down the street. There are police responding. Obviously, there's a police car over there with its lights on. We've seen some, what I think were some National Guard members walking up and down the streets. And it did seem like police were responding to try to cordon off the areas so that they could try to regain some control and reach some level of organization, or at least take the first steps toward that. But at this point, it's just going to be baby steps right now.
Anna, thank you very much.